Hello everyone, Mr. Hisner here, and today we're going to be looking at what I call descriptive problems. So these problems give a description of the item in question, and then we need to find some things about that item. So this first one we're going to be looking at the surface area, and let's say the surface area of the can of soup is 51.884 inches squared. Then we're told that the diameter is 3 inches. We need to find the height. So we need the formula of the surface area of a cylinder. So this is 2 pi r h. So this is the lateral area plus the area of the base, and there's two of them. So this is 2 pi r squared. These can be found in our notes. We have notes on all of these. So let's move this down here. So yeah. Now, what do we need to do? Well, we need to read through this and declare some variables. So we're told that the surface area is 51.84. We're told that the diameter, well, we don't need diameter. What do we need? We need radius. So we need the radius. Well, the radius is half of the diameter, so it's going to be half of 3. This is 1.5. And then we're only left with one variable here. This is our height, and our height we don't know, so I'm just going to say that the height is x. So I declared the variables, now I'm going to substitute these things back in. So we have 5.5184 is equal to 2 pi. Radius was 1.5. The height is, we don't know, plus 2 pi r squared. The radius 1.5 squared. Okay, let us just remember that we can reorder these things to put the numbers in the back. I'm going to put the junk here, both those pieces of junk in the trunk. And then leave this 51, just to make it easier to see it. And really, I think it'll be in your best interest to start putting the pies and stuff in the back whenever you do see them presented in that way. So, what do we have here? 1.5 times 2. This is just 3. This is pi x plus 2 times 1.5 squared. I got 4.5, and the pi just stays there. And now I want to solve this for x. So first I'm going to subtract this 4.5 pi from both sides. I got 37.7. Again, I'm solving for x. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3 pi. And we find our missing value, which is our height, is actually 4. So what do we have to do here? We need to write down our formula. This is required. This is what you need to do. You need to declare your variables. This is what you need to do. And then you need to substitute in surface area, radius, height, we don't know, x. I like to rearrange this so the junk is in the trunk. Notice my pieces of junk here all in the trunk. And then we can solve like regular. Don't make this a decimal, just leave it as pi. And then once you use the pi, round. Again, don't make this a decimal, leave it as pi. Once you use the pi, that's what you get. So let's look at another one. We're going to look at a compound surface area. So for this one, I kind of did a little outline here. What do we want to do? Well, here we have our base, our one figure here is a cylinder, and then the figure on top here is a cone. But you'll notice that if I did the top of the cylinder in pink and the top of the cone here in green, and you'll notice that, let me find this one. Okay, so you'll notice that what I said is that we can find the surface area. We'll have to add these two together, but then we're going to subtract these two circles. The reason is because when we put these two figures together, that's no longer on the surface. surface area is the area around the surface. And so we have these two circles in here that are overlapping. We have the top of the cylinder and the bottom of the cone. They're no longer on the surface, and so they're not part of the surface area. So we have to find the combined surface area and then remove the overlapping pieces. And in this case, whenever you put the bottom of the cone on top of the cylinder, those two pieces have to be removed from the total. And so let us find the surface area of the cone first. All right, surface area of the cone. So this is, okay, the radius is 17. So this is going to be pi times 17 times L, which is the slant height, plus the area of the base, pi times 17, squared. Again, you probably will want to rearrange these numbers, but that's okay. What do we got? I got 289. I guess this one. 17 squared, and then 340 pi. These are both pi's, and now I'm going to add the pi's together. I get 629. I'm going to leave this like this until I can start putting stuff together. So let's do the surface area of the cylinder. This is, again, we got 2 pi r, which is 17, times the height, which is 12, plus 2 pi r squared. Again, I'm just going to multiply all the numbers together and then put the pi at the end. So for this one, I got 408. Yeah, if I got 408. And these are in pi's, putting the junk in the trunk, right? Leaving the pi at the end. 2 times 289, 578 pi. Again, I'm going to add these together, 986 pi. And so, surface area of the cone, 629 pi, plus surface area of the cylinder, minus 2 pi r squared. Well, pi r, the area of this circle here, area of this circle is pi r squared. Well, pi r squared is 17 squared. We have 2 of them.
Teachers, pardon the interruption. This morning I included Mr. Piper's schedule for the vaccinations. I would ask that you please pull it up on your computer and ensure that students are coming down at the appropriate time. We have a very tight window for these vaccinations. We appreciate your support. Thank you.
Remember to hop it on down there. So again, this is going to be 578 pi. Yeah. So we're going to subtract. Get this out of here. We're going to subtract 578 pi. I'm going to put this all into the calculator. And that's going to be my answer. So again, 629 pi, that's the surface area of the cone. 986 pi, that's the surface area of the cylinder. And we're going to subtract the overlapping pieces. And the overlapping pieces are these two these two circles here. And then I'm going to subtract that area of those two overlapping pieces. Beep boop bop boop. Put this in the calculator. 629 pi. All right, let's go with the calculator. We're running long today, lads and lassies. Calculator. 629 pi plus 986 pi minus 578 pi. Oops. And that's our answer. 3257.83. That's the right answer too. So our answer is 3857.83. These were meters squared. Ta-da. All right, guys, thanks for watching.